Really liked what you were talking about on dreams last time.
Okay, it's
Help
going.
me.
Which one?
You said, we asked you the question, what is your opinion on how commercial flight has changed the world? And you talked about how dreams have been changed, or how people can dream now. And it's...
Yeah, okay. I sort of remember
Keep
that.
it, because we have to make this like in total 2 minutes, like the whole video after we edit it.
Okay.
So
okay, so we're going to ask, okay, here's
All
the
right.
first one. What is your opinion on how aviation and commercial flight has evolved over the past 100 years?
It's involved in ways that allow people to visit each other in long distances, first of all. Secondly, the fact that I can go to the East Coast to visit my daughter in 5 hours, whereas 100 years ago, even by airplane, it would have taken me 3 weeks because of all the stops it would have to make. Also, I think with the technology that aviation has, it allows us to do a lot of things that we couldn't do before. For instance, visual things from satellites. It allowed us to dream up satellites. You can fly, you can put something in orbit, and from that, it increases our vision into the universe. It allowed us to dream to get to the moon, to think up the idea that, hey, maybe we could fly to the moon. And now people are thinking about going to Mars. And it's just allowed people to stretch their imagination and pursue technology and ways to go other places. You know, the world's getting smaller, but travel, maybe someday you young folks will get to go to Mars and fulfill my dream.
okay.
Okay, in your opinion, how has commercial flight changed the world?
Again, I think commercial flights, I don't have to ride a stagecoach all the way to Washington, D.C. to see my daughter. That would take almost a year. I can get in an airplane, pay a fee to an airline that I'm willing to pay, and go see my daughter. So I can fly to see her on Saturday for $500 and fly home the next Saturday, and instead of a year, it's a week. It also gives her the confidence and the comfort to know that she can go a great distance as a young person to look for schools, to go to school, to work in other parts of the country. She's not limited to Santa Rosa to find a job, and she's not stuck here. She can go to Washington, D.C., and I could still go visit her. So she has that comfort of her family's only 5 hours away.
Okay, and how has aviation and planes changed the way people think and live?
I think the way how it's changed the way people think and live, again, is expanding your horizons. You know, your willingness to go further distances, maybe even to China or to Europe to work, knowing that you can get back home in less than a day if there's a family emergency, or if you just want to visit your family, see your friends. I also think because we so easily can get around the world, it's changed the way things are politically. Our president, in an emergency, can go to Geneva and conduct a treaty conference, could maybe stop a war by visiting immediately upon learning that maybe another country wants to talk to us about certain things. I think 100 years ago, you might get a telegram, or you might have gotten news a week after, something happened, and weren't able to take care of it if you needed to. I think those are some ways aviation has changed the world. I think there are many others you can think of, but for me, I think it's just allowed people, really, seriously, to dream, to open their minds up. I think it allows us to go anywhere and everywhere we want, to do things, to experience things, to fix things. I got to go to Prague. I've always wanted to go to Czech Republic and Prague. What a wonderful thing, and see Prague Castle. I got to go down the Rhine with my daughter in a boat. I've seen the ruins in Rome, the pyramids in Egypt, which I only saw in books and on TV. But airplanes have allowed me to go there. And it's a big thrill to be able to walk up to a pyramid and touch the sand on the pyramid. It's pretty cool.
Okay, and what do you see in the future of aviation?
Electric flight. There's already airplanes now that are flying. There have been test flights. There's a Chinese company, there's an American company, and a French company that all have developed two-seat small airplanes that run electric. They have done test flights. One has gone 3 hours on a single charge, recharged, flew another 3 hours on that next charge, was able to go from California to Washington, state of Washington. Pretty amazing. I think that's future. I'm not sure if it'll ever get commercial, but at least for small airplanes and small flight, personal flight, definitely low emissions, no emissions. Also, the engines are getting cleaner and cleaner on the airliners. Also, wing design has allowed, a tank of gas to last a lot longer in airplanes. So the mileage is better because of wing design. I'm sad the shuttle program has been scuttled because that led to a lot of aviation innovations and inventions that save money, clean the air. I'm really sad to see that we won't have a shuttle program anymore.
Can you talk about Terrafugia at all?
Terrafugia, yeah, what a great concept. That is what they call a roadable airplane. Well, you and I would call it a flying car. It has 4 wheels, a steering wheel, brake pedal, gas pedal, and basically the wings are folded up, they fold out, and the car flies, and it flies at 100 miles an hour, which is pretty good. It gets good gas mileage in the air and on the ground. You land it at an airport, you can drive it out the gate, the wings fold up, and you can drive that car anywhere and everywhere. It was developed by students at MIT in a project years ago, and now a private company owns it. And you can go online, type in Terrafugia. It's called the Transition, and you can watch it fly and watch the test flights and see it drive on the road, and it's really, really cool. I want one, but
Okay.
they're a little expensive.
Was that it?
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So